I have three questions.
Okay.
So, and I will say, I'll tell the three questions all at once so that we are all ready for it. The first question is, what has been the trajectory of your life? He was a Jain monk at the age of 9 before walking all the way to Moscow and London. So by the time, I was still at university or at school, you had already lived a whole life. So the first question is your purpose, your trajectory. The second question is, what is for you regeneration? We talk about regeneration, but we haven't really told you what is regeneration. So Satish is going to tell us what regeneration is. And the third question is, what are you going to share with us in terms of advice, suggestions of people here, business leaders, entrepreneurs, investors? What are the things that we should be looking at to help us to become more regenerative leaders?
Thank you, Marcello. What is the purpose of my life? The purpose of my life is, are you all ready? To love. Purpose of my life is to love. Love myself. Love you. Love nature. Love earth. Be in love all the time. Now I'm 85 years old. I'm never too old to love. I'm never too old to fall in love. So, if you are a businessman and woman, can you do business with love? If you are a politician, sick politics, can you do politics with love? You might call me an idealist. You might call me naivete. You might call me something. But look at where the world is today, which has forgotten the value of love. All the realists and pragmatists, what have they given us? The climate change, wars, Iraq, Afghanistan, many, many others, biodiversity diminishing, inequality increasing, divisions, conflicts, all these are products of lack of love. So my purpose of life is to love, and I would say that all of us need to focus on that. Live out of love, for love, with love, in love, and do whatever you want to do. Do it for love, not for money. This is a very different thing to say to business leaders. Your business is not money. Your business is to love. My father was a businessman. He was a merchant, business class. And he always said, the purpose of my business is to make friends. If I don't have business, I won't see anybody. I won't have customers. I won't have any connections. I'll be sitting at home, making more children. So that was my father. So it's not something I'm saying to you as business leaders that you can do, which is totally naivete and idealistic. My father was a businessman and made lots of money, but money was only to balance the books as a means of an end. But the end goal of his business was to make friends. And friendship is love. So purpose of my life is to love. And I've lived my life. I've created Schumacher College with love. I established small school with love. I have edited the magazine, Resurgence and Ecologist, for 40 years. I get money, people pay for it, but that's the real purpose. The purpose of my life is to love. I publish because I love to publish. I write books because I love to write books. I'm speaking to you now because I love to speak. I love to speak about love. So purpose of my life is to love. Now, regeneration, very good question. I think nature is my teacher. Nature is my mentor. You said we are part of nature. I totally agree. We are not only part of nature, we are nature. Nature is not just out there, we are also nature. The word nature comes from Latin, which, like a mother before the birth, had a prenatal check. The word natal comes from nature, and nature comes from natal. Natal means birth. Everything born is nature. Trees are born, birds are born, rivers are born. Everything is born is nature. We are born, we are nature. Prenatal, postnatal, we are postnatal. After birth, we are nature. So nature is regenerative. If you plant one seed in the ground, one apple seed, tiny apple seed, that one apple seed becomes a tree, and I planted 15 apple trees in my garden. I'm an orchard keeper, so I know nature is regenerative. That one apple seed I planted, the tiny seed, the brown little pip, which you cannot eat, it's too bitter to eat. But that brown little seed became a tree and gave me thousands of apples. And in each apple, there are 4 or 5 or 6 more seeds. That's regenerative. And those 15 trees I planted have never created any carbon emission. Only absorbed carbon. It's never created any waste. Zero waste. If you want to learn, make nature your teacher. Nature is my teacher. Nature is regenerative. Can you make a business like an apple tree? Apple tree is a business. Apple tree is a great business, true business. From one apple seed, it creates 1,000 apples. And you can go in supermarket and buy those apples with your euros. If that apple seed was not there, all your supermarkets will go bankrupt. So apple tree is a business. Can you learn from nature? Make your business like an apple tree, that your business will grow and give fruit to people and have seed in it, and those seeds can go back into soil, and those will make, one seed can create a whole orchard. That's regenerative. Can your one business can do that it will create more businesses, but none of them will create waste, none of them will create carbon emission, none of them will create pollution, none of them will be plastic in the oceans, none of them will be soil poisoning with chemicals and fertilizers, none of them. I have been gardener and a grower for 40 years. And my mother was a gardener and a grower for many, many more years. My father was a businessman and my mother was a farmer. So I have 2 cultures in my body. I'm born of my businessman father and a farmer mother. And my mother's example is she never used any chemicals or fertilizers or pesticides or herbicide. And she created wonderful, wonderful food for ourselves. So if your business can be zero waste, zero pollution, and regenerates like an apple tree regenerates, from one seed you can create a whole orchard, you are a successful business leader. If you have polluted the river, you have polluted the ocean, you have cut down the rainforest, you are a failed business leader, even if you have €1 million in your bank, or €1 billion in your bank, you are a failed business leader. So the business leader is the one who can regenerate like nature generates. Because we are nature, and we can do that. So that's a regeneration. What I have to say to business people, I think I've said it. be regenerative. I've said it. Because business is necessary. You are necessary. Without business, how can we have food? How can we have clothes? How can we have shoes? How can we have furniture? How can we have homes? You are the givers of food, houses, shoes, furniture, computers, this chair, this everything what we have is supplied by business people. Only thing what you need to do is that your business will be regenerative in the sense that it will have no waste, no pollution, no exploitation. Nature does not exploit. Nature feeds everyone. Have you ever heard hunger or starvation among the elephants, or the tigers, or the deer, or the snake, or the earthworms, or the butterflies, or the bees? Smallest of the small creature fed by nature. Largest of the largest creature fed by nature. There is no inequality in nature. There is no social injustice in nature. And we are nature. Why we humans have lost our way and we are creating social injustice and exploitation. Exploitation of nature and exploitation of people. So business is for people. People are not for business. Our modern business has turned humans into human resources. Every business has a human HR department. HR, human resources. Humans are not a resource for your business. Business is a resource for humans. Humans are supreme. Business is your servant. So if you make humans as an instrument of business, employ people, your employees are instrument of making profit and economic growth for business and for banks, then your business is a wrong business. But when people are supreme in your business, and business is the service, like you said, the servant leader, if your business is a servant of people, so every employee is your boss in the business. Money is not, people are not to make money. Money is to look after people. So if you can have that ideal in your business, you are a successful business leader. We need you. The planet needs the business people. My father was a businessman. We need people like that and people like you. But treat everyone in your business as the supreme goal. Divine being. Divine, every human being is divine being. This is why love is necessary. For business, love is an imperative. It's a business imperative. Love is not just wishy-washy, flaky, something in the Bible you listen to, or you go to church on Sunday and the priest teaches you. That's not the love I'm talking about. I'm talking about love which is a business imperative. Love, every employee should be loved. If an organization throws people away, that's not a good business. So my advice to you is to bring love in your business, make business good for nature, good for people, good for yourself, and making money is not a problem. You can make money. Money is only a piece of paper, a plastic card, a figure on your computer. It's just an idea. It's a powerful idea. We need that means of exchange to make life easy. But don't make money your master. Make money your servant. And make your employees and your human beings and people and your customers the masters. The moment that changes, the moment you change that, who is the master and who is the servant? The people are servant, people are master, money is servant, you are a successful business leader. So my advice to you is to care for nature, care for people, and money is coming all the time. Money will come. Money is only a figure. Nothing. Money is nothing. I never know how much money I have. Money happens. It's a convenience. It's a wonderful invention. It's a great invention for a convenience. But what we have done, that great convenient invention has become the master. And we have all become, I'm teaching for money, I'm a medicine for money, I'm an education for money, I'm making furniture for money. I'm not doing that for money. I'm doing it for love. Money is only a means to an end. Money is only to oil the wheels of the machine, like a petrol in the car. You have to use petrol in the car to go somewhere, but you are not driving car for the petrol. You are driving car to meet your friends or go to this conference, Regenerative Alliance. You are something greater purpose. So money should be like a petrol. Money should be like oil in the wheel. Then money is not a problem. Money is a useful thing. Business is necessary, but make love your motto. Thank you.